Hi and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a grocery haul and a cook with me. So I'm hoping that I can inspire you with some new recipes for Christmas Day this week. The good thing about most of these recipes is that you can prepare elements of it the day before, ready for the next day. So then you just have to throw it all together. So it's really, really quick and simple. And then you can focus on spending time with your family and friends. So I hope this video inspires you, and if you like this video, please remember to like it at the end and to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. So here is our grocery shop. So we did Woolworths, we did the fruit shop, and we did Tasman. So I'm just going to go through some of what I got with you. I love seeing these on YouTube. So I got the peeled garlic. So this one is the one where I chop it all up and pop it in the freezer, and it's lasted me about 3 or 4 months. So that is super handy, and then you don't have to keep peeling the garlic every single time you need it. I got some carrots for roasting, which I'm going to show you later today, how I prepare all that. Then I got some ingredients for my chunky garden salad. So I just do Lebanese cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, and some Dodoni feta, which is beautiful, and just with a bit of lemon and oil. I got some rosemary and some parsley. Got some pumpkin for roasting, a few fresh lemons for my lemon water. I got this spring onion and chive cream cheese. It's so good with crackers, this one, and it has to be the South Cape one. Got some Greek yogurt for some tzatziki. I got garlic infused olive oil, so that's to drizzle over the roast veggies, and that tastes amazing. Got some little treats here, so carrot milk and dairy milk baubles, champagne leg ham we got some serviettes, some drinks to have with dinner, got some more of the baker's yeast for when I'm baking my bread, some macaroni for macaroni and cheese, and I use the bega cream cheese spread in there and the cheddar cheese. So I'm going to show you how I make my famous mac and cheese as well. Then we got some Turkish pizza bases for tonight for their mincemeat pizzas. And then the other thing we're having tonight is za'atar. So it's like a Lebanese dish. So it's bread with a lot of herbs on it. And then you kind of put in the oven for a few minutes and you put whatever toppings you want on there. So we usually do capsicum, tomato, and some feta. And then the last thing we got was this leg of lamb. So we're going to do that in the slow cooker, but we're going to prepare that today. So some of these ingredients are for what I'm going to show you I'm preparing today and tomorrow for dinner for tomorrow. I've got the pasta cooking, so while that's cooking, I'm just going to get everything ready to mix in for the mac and cheese. Everyone loves this mac and cheese, so I'm sure you will too, and I'll leave all the recipes that I've made today in the description box down below. So all you need is probably 2 cloves of garlic, so I'll use 2 squares, a bunch of parsley, probably not the whole bunch, an onion. Then you've got the cheddar cheese here. So I'm going to try and grate that on my mandolin slicer. So this is the grating plate. So my friend sells Tupperware. So I haven't grated cheese with this yet. So I'm interested to see how well that works. Then I'm going to chop my parsley and my onion in my Kmart chopper, which I love that. Then I've got my cream cheese. So I bought another one. It's just better to have a little bit more just in case you need it. And then just some salt. So we're going to prepare all that, and then by the time we do that, hopefully the pasta will be done. pasta back in the pot. It's much easier to mix in here. You want to make sure that the pasta is still warm. It just makes it easier to stir the cream cheese through. You want to add everything in stages. First the cream cheese, then the garlic, onion and parsley, and then the salt and pepper. Make sure you do a taste test. You don't want to over season it. Next, coat a baking tray with some butter or margarine and pour the pasta in. Lastly, you will add the grated cheese on top and breadcrumbs. You want to bake it at 180 degrees for about 30 minutes or until it's nice and rosy. The great thing about this recipe is you can also freeze it. So now I'm just going to start preparing the tzatziki. So I'm just going to strain the yogurt because there will be a lot of water in there. So all you need is a strainer, a bowl, a chux cloth, your yogurt, and some Gladwrap. So we're just going to put this in there. Now I'm just preparing all the potatoes for roasting. So I've got myself some potatoes, I've got some pumpkin, and I've got some carrots. The good thing about all three of these is you can prepare them ahead of time. So you can soak the carrot and the potatoes in water for about 24 hours. So that's fine. So we're eating that for dinner tomorrow. So that'll be all good. And with the pumpkin, you can actually store it in an airtight container and it's all good. So I'm going to prepare all those. I've got all my containers ready. And then tomorrow, all I have to do is take out the water, pat it dry, and then marinate it. So the last thing I'm going to make for the night is the marinade for the lamb, and then I'm just going to pop it all in here, leave it in the fridge overnight, and then I'll wake up early and I'll pop it on slow cook for about 10 hours. So what you need for this is some rosemary, you need garlic cloves, some lemon juice, onions, then you need black pepper and white pepper I like, salt, just the normal vegetable Vegeta, and then instead of using chicken stock I use the Vegeta chicken and I just mix that with some water and use that. It's just easier storing the powder than storing the liquid. So I take all of that and then I pop it in my blender and I just mix it all together. I'll put the lamb into here in the bottom. So you can see I've got the round one. So when we go to the butcher, we get them to slice that up for us, which is so much easier, and then it will all fit in here. So once that's all in, then I take anything from the blender and we just pour it in there, give that a bit of a Gladwrap, put the lid on, and then leave it in the fridge overnight. As you saw before, I rinsed the rosemary, but I like to rinse it a few more times again after. You can see how brown the water was. Now you want to place the lamb in the slow cooker and pour the marinade over the top. Make sure you get all the chunky bits. That's where the flavour is. If you need to add more chicken stock, you can. You want enough liquid to cover the meat. Then make sure you Gladwrap it before you put it in the fridge, or else the whole house will smell like lamb and marinade. Exploring hidden caves or surfing waves into the night on the beaches of Hawaii. Drinks in Ibiza, anywhere you wanna go, baby, you just let me know. Sunny Indonesia, don't say no. Sipping on tequila, anything you wanna see, be there in a heartbeat. Say the words and we can go. We've got just one life, baby. Okay, so we're gonna make the salad. So we're going to eat probably in another maybe 8 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop everything up. So you just need cucumber, cherry tomatoes, and some feta. I love Dodoni feta. It's nice and creamy. And then for your dressing, all you need is, you just need like a jar or a bottle you can mix it in, some olive oil, some lemon juice, and salt and pepper. And you just mix that all together. And then right when you're about to serve dinner, just mix everything together, pour your dressing on top and give it a bit of a mix, and that's all you need. And it's so easy to do and it takes hardly any time to prepare. So yesterday we strained the yogurt for the tzatziki. So I'm just going to show you why it's better to strain it, because look how much water comes out. So much water. And you kind of want it like, it tastes so much better when it's like thick and chunky. So that has come out really, really good. So we're going to pop that into this bowl. Then what you're going to need is cucumbers. You're going to finely grate it. So make sure you're using the finer side of the grater. You want 2 cloves of garlic, dash of olive oil, some salt and pepper. You give that all a mix and then just pop that in an airtight container, and it is as good to go for as long as whatever the use by date on the tub of yogurt is. So you could make this and have it for weeks in your fridge and it tastes amazing. So we're going to have this with the lamb. The lamb is ready after 10 hours of slow cooking on a low temperature. I use a baking tray and remove the bones and some of the fat, and break up the lamb into smaller pieces for everyone to eat. Make sure you pour some of the juices over the top. If you like me, you can put it in the oven for 20 minutes at 180 degrees and let it rest for 10 minutes before serving. Now I'm making the herb and spice marinade for the roast veggies. I learnt this one from my parents. If you want it to be a little bit spicier, you can add some hot paprika to it. These are hands down the best roast veggies I've ever had. I'm just preparing the roast veggies to put in the oven. Because we prepared and put the carrots and potatoes in water the night before, we need to pat them dry before marinating. You want to coat the base of your roasting pan with olive oil. And for the veggies, I am using garlic infused olive oil. It's delicious. I find it easier to prepare everything in a bowl and then sprinkle the marinade over the top, then mix it with a spoon. Lastly, the salad, the easiest. All you have to do right before dinner is put all the ingredients in a bowl and pour the dressing over the top and give it a mix. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I inspired you with some new recipes for Christmas Day. Let me know in the comments what your favourite recipe was and what are you cooking for Christmas Day. If you liked this video, please click the like button below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and I'll see you again next Tuesday at 8 p.m.